Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Where we last left off, I killed Van Lenorn, or as I knew her back then, Hayes. But, before I could fight off the others, Akos took me to safety back home to Torna. But, right now, we're about to see where our party left off. And joining me yet again is this cute little cinnamon roll. Say hi, Serena.
Stop saying that!
But I'm right, aren't I?
Shut you. Meanie.
Aw, you know we love you, Selena. Selena?
It's filling my heart with cuteness. Stop it!
Gives you kitty scratches. Here you go.
Put Zeke on throne.
Okay. Give me just a sec. Wait, wrong button. There we go. Hold on. Sup, chums?
Zeke, get off the throne.
Aw, damn it. Very well. Alright.
Your chance next time, Zeke.
Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation.
I guess this is as far as we go.
Yes. Bridget and I will proceed to the summit.
I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra. Remember?
I guess. I'm not sure I like it. But I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Right. You head back to our chambers with the others for us. No problems.
Be careful in there, okay, Mithra?
Don't worry. I'll handle this just fine.
Alright, whatever you say. And so the meeting begins.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire. Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
Wait, thought his name was...
The Crown Prince?
Well, to be fair, Oziclarus is a name that's kind of long to pronounce, so where do you think he got the name Zeke from?
Oh...
Yeah. Anyway.
The prodigal prince of Tantal.
Meanwhile, outside the capital...
Mikhail Petrolka?
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the world tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then... he will kill the architect.
Akos kidnapped my snow...
No, he didn't. He took him to safety, I told you. Serena, remember, Jin didn't change at this time, so it makes sense.
Fine.
Don't worry, you'll see him again, I promise.
Want a piece of
Now,
him?
it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be?
One explanation later.
What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Oziclarus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks. And in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
One more complicated explanation later.
6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
the horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Morning, folks. You're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Pretty much. Fan's state funeral is to be held today, is it not? And since Serena has left the call, I think I'll have no choice but to voice all the female characters myself again. Until she gets back anyway. If she can, but anyway.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in Sioris Plaza, right outside the Sanctum.
You'll be going, right, chum? Yeah, it would be wrong for me not to.
Sioris Plaza, very not far away. Time to go, quick, quick. Master Pawn's so bossy sometimes.
And Morag's not in our party right now. That's a shame. Oh well. Actually, before we continue, I need to look up something real quick. Right. There we go. Just had to make sure that I got the right settings.
Up.
Right. Let's see. Of course we can't really resonate with Vest right now. Anyway, I suppose while we're waiting for Serena to come back, there's something else we can do. Unless... Wait a minute. Oh, shoot. We can't really skip travel anywhere. That's a shame. Oh well. I guess maybe we have no choice but to go forward. Oh, well, I'll probably show Serena this next part whenever the stream's over.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh.
That smirk, though.
It's weird, though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
How curious. That was quite the grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as just... It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indul won't be an easy position to replace.
Hey, Rex! What are you going to do from here on out?
If we're going to reach the World Tree, we'll need the Praetor's help, but... Master Rex! There you are! Praetor Amalthus wishes to speak with you. He is waiting in the audience chamber. That's perfect timing then! Maybe he wants to talk about the World Tree? I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves on over to that audience chamber then. Okay, now can I skip travel? Yes, I can. Thank you. Now let me see. Okay.
Let's rest the spell.
Let's get going!
Now this upcoming heart-to-heart is something that I personally feel like we need to do because it's very, very important for something that'll come later. Let's go with that. There it is. But first things first though, I figured that just for this part, we'll probably temporarily have Tora as the leader.
Hey, Poppy?
Yes?
I was just thinking how curious it is. Even though you look completely different, you're still the same Poppy.
Poppy very strange. Even Tora thinks so sometimes.
Even though you made her?
That right. She grew so much. Bam! All at once.
Perhaps friends could call Poppy by her model name?
Very good idea.
What do you mean by model name?
Well, Poppy's smallest mode actually has name Poppy Alpha.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And this form called Poppy Quixotic Tutelar.
Wow, that is a very impressive name.
If friends refer to Poppy as Poppy Quixotic Tutelar when in this form, Poppy very happy.
Well, that's a little bit of a mouthful.
Quixotic Tutelar. True, true. It's difficult to say. Distinction of poppies may be too hard now.
Really?
Yes. In fact, Tora worked secretly on even more improved mode for Poppy. When that finished, must differentiate between whole 3 different modes. But that far too much bother. Poppy! That nice and simple. Best way to call.
I agree. Yeah, I think Poppy suits her just fine. It's short and easy to understand. And besides, no matter how she looks, she's still the same Poppy.
That is what you said before. Poppy has no problem with being called Poppy.
Good, good.
We came full circle.
Master Pawn, Poppy is curious. What is new mode of Poppy like?
That excellent question. It's called Quantum Techno Champion Pi.
That is another very impressive name.
It sounds powerful.
Name came to Tora suddenly when he decided whether to enter swimming pool with left or right foot.
Name origin stories sound completely irrelevant.
So, how exactly are you going to remodel Poppy?
Tora not decided yet.
Oh, really?
Name only first step in process.
Sound like it not happen anytime soon.
It not take that long. Tora brainstorm day and night. Suddenly one day new design will appear like ether bulb overhead. That's just how inventors do.
If Master Pawn say so.
When inspiration strike, Master Pawn power up Poppy ASAP. Please trust in Master Pawn.
Understood. But if Poppy had breath, Poppy would not hold it.
You not trust Master Pawn at all.
Appearances may change, but Poppy will always be Poppy, huh?
Okay. Now then. Wait, hold on. There we go.
That's what you get if you keep at it. There is still much to learn.
Having this makes me real happy.
Generosity tea. Expertly brewed, too.
Alright. Now, let me see.
Yes, of course.
I'll do it.
Reporting.
Reporting. I imagine I'll fit right in. I won't let you down.
We will be the Gungnir Wardens. Let's head out.
Have fun, chaps!
I imagine I'll fit right in.
You need my help?
Okay, understood.
We'll be the voracious vanguard! Hey ho!
Just remember to have fun.
Oh, hey Serena.
Hello.
Hello. Don't mind me, I was just... Aww.
We came a pretty long way, eh?
Onwards!
Well, if you were wondering what I was doing, I was just busy sending some blades off to some merc missions, as well as do a little heart-to-heart with some of the characters.
Which ones?
Tora, Pyra, and Poppy Cutie Pie.
Call on me.
I mean, Poppy Cutie. I don't know why I keep saying Poppy Cutie Pie. I keep forgetting that it's just Poppy Cutie at this point. Just like you. Anyway.
I am not cute.
Yes, you are.
I'll shine on the front line, too!
I'm not.
Boop, 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 boop.
Bad, Dad. Bad.
No. Actually, wait. Hold on a sec. There's one more thing I forgot to do. There we go. Just had to do that real quick. Also, Fan Lenore got buried, so... yeah.
Yeah.
And Mithra had a little chat with Nia about how her core crystal was in a strange shape, as well as her suspicions about why that is.
Why did Jin have to do that, though?
He didn't... I'm pretty sure he didn't want to, but at the same time, he didn't want his friend to suffer under him any longer. Now, I say that because, well, it involves spoilers, of course, but even so, yeah. Boop. Kisses you on the cheek. Mwah. Oh, hello.
What's he doing?
He'll explain.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with a crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the world tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds.
Yeah, I remember from Torn Underground Country.
This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
So, Zeke, you're gonna be guiding us to Tantal, right?
Sure am, but let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff.
Back to our room? Got it. You're bound for Tantal, I believe. I trust that you will fulfill your duty as the Praetor's envoy. Remember, His Eminence has placed all his hope in you. To reach Elysium, we must first stop Ophion, the beast that carved the Great Void, and Ophion's directive was issued from Tantal, Zeke's homeland. I've prepared envoy documents for you, so that you may enter as representatives for Indol. I entreat you to reach Elysium before Malos. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man. Alright. Let's see if we can skip travel. Othuina.
Off we go!
refresh, and set off again.
Aww. Aww.
We prepared your rooms. I presume you'll be wanting to take your leave soon. Please make sure you're well rested before you set out once more.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're traveling with Shell, dear. Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
Curious.
This sounds suspicious.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Suspicious. Right. Let's head for Gautia's port.
Can we make it a leisurely walk?
I guess. Why?
It's been yonks since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Endel as my home so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here.
You can be shockingly sentimental sometimes.
I know. Shocking, isn't it?
Shut up, you two.
Gonna take some Indoline presents for the folk you haven't seen in a while?
Ha! As if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking. To go to port.
You could grab a swing of vodka along the way. They don't have this stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance.
I said shut up already.
Oh, Serena, forgive me for this, but... Serena?
What?
Venus.
I'm getting the duct tape again, am I?
Yep. I warned you.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get him to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know.
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Speaking of Morag...
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
I wonder...
What is it?
Well, something tells me we'll find out tomorrow. But, until then, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. This is Diesel202 and Serena Leo Harper, signing out. See yous.
Make sure to paint your own rainbow.